post it. All right. Oops. Let me do this. Ah, Vorpal, it's not working. Hang on 1 second. Alrighty. Alright, we are live, but I need to post a link so we can begin talking. Just nobody's going to be there yet. Because nobody knows we're live. If you're watching this after the fact, welcome to the video. Okay. Let's get the link. Wonder if I can set up like an automated way to do this. There's got to be some way. Alrighty. Zoom in just a little bit. Alright, well, at least Vorpal's running. My Discord's being a bit slow, so the link will get posted as soon as I'm able. In the meantime, Sinbad versus Little Red. Okay, so if you're Little Red, you have position. If you're Little Red and you have position here, I assume you're going first, but what's the general strategy that you would try to employ here? How do you win this match as Little Red? What's the out, in your opinion? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's fair. You need to just probably, in a lot of cases, when you have this is a losing match, your best odds are just full sending sometimes. Interesting. I'm still getting a little refreshing data, so hopefully we load in here in a second. Mm-hmm. Link is posted. We should be good to go. OBS is giving me a fun time. What's more to love about one of my streams, huh? Stream is good, yeah. Stream is up and live. My personal page here is refreshing data currently on Vorpal. I'm assuming yours is loaded. Oh my gosh. I thought I had fixed this because I'd ran a test and it had worked. So, we'll see. It should be. Mm-hmm. I mean, I can see the screen. It's just frozen. I mean, mm-hmm. to quickly try to refresh here, hopefully loading in. Yes, it is. Okay. I have one more trick up my sleeve that should fix it if this doesn't. And if it doesn't, then I'm going to cry. Because this is interesting. Welcome, people, to the stream. It wouldn't be one of my streams without technical difficulties at this point. This is just how we live. Okay. I think we are in. There's some weird cards on the screen, so it's going to look a little weird, but I think we're good. Mostly. Most of the stuff is loading in. Alrighty. It's working mostly enough. I think we're good enough they should be able to get underway now. And I believe they are going to get underway. Alrighty. Hanging Gardens here. Sinbad going first. Yeah, maneuver boost. Porter going in to smack Little Red with the +1. What do you think the thought process here? Go. Mm-hmm. Very odd. I was just gonna say what the thought process was for Little Red. I was gonna say choosing map or position. In this case, you think she chose the map, chose the position, and chose to go second. I do not know who leader is. No, they didn't tell us. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna hopefully not drag stuff by drag. I want to move some of the stuff that I know is like issues on my screen. But I can't. I don't want to mess with the players. Alright, so Little Red just kind of probably double maneuvered. Yeah, and then Sinbad. I mean, Little Red has options here. Ooh, okay. Regroup. Whoa, that is interesting. Okay. Hmm. I think that's the only out you probably have is Little Red here, and I'm not sure if it's even a good one. This is a pretty Sinbad favored match, just overall. Little Red doesn't like uh, being able to handle the pressure Sinbad can deal. Also on this map, I think is pretty nice for Sinbad. Okay, 6 into Porter. Okay, it finally loaded most of it. All right, we're getting there. We are getting there. I feel like I'm gonna spend most of the streams that I do here apologizing for technical difficulties until I get a lot more things sorted out. So, one big apology at the start of the stream for any technical difficulties, past or present or current, or past or future current. You get what I'm saying. Um, and for those of you who don't know, I am here commentating with. There, cut out shit. Yeah, you. uh, Actually, good question here. How do you pronounce your name? Is it Emma? Is it Ema? Emma. Okay. Good to know. Mm-hmm. Yes, but still no voyages. I'm seeing a couple of weird cards on my screen, but other than that, everything else is loaded in a okay. So it looks like, yeah, Porter going to attack. And is that taken by Huntsman, or no? Is there a defense that I can't see? Once upon a time was defended with. Okay. Okay, we have hands returning once upon a time. For some reason, that interaction was very difficult on my end to actually see. Oh, they cannot hear you. Oh gosh, they can. Let me double check why they can't hear you. Yeah, 100%. All right, try saying something now.
Test, test. Hello.
I think they can hear you now. Hopefully. thank you, chat, for letting me know. I believe you guys should be able to hear Emma now. Looks like they're pretty behind time in the chat. I'm not entirely sure how long ago
Yeah.
that was sent.
Hmm. Yeah, it is working now.
Okay, cool.
Okay, hopefully we can focus on the game now.
Yes. Technical difficulties aside, still an interesting match. I'm just gonna double check with you.
Yeah,
Health totals are correct. As in, I see Porter just taking and dying from a 4, and Sinbad's at 15, Little
yeah,
Red's at 14,
yeah,
and Huntsman's at
yeah.
9.
Everybody else is on full health. So basically,
Okay.
what we've seen so far is basically offensive regroup into um into a basket that was very good for Simbad. We saw a 6 from from Huntsman into Porter defended with a leap away, and then now Porter died from an undefended 4. Only one voyage out for Simbad, and that's the draw voyage.
Mm-hmm.
Little Red is winning in the count 18 to 15. There was an
Mm-hmm.
offensive feign into Once Upon a Time, but Once Upon a Time was brought back by hands. So we know that Little Red has Once Upon a Time in hand. And I think, yeah, that's a quick recap of the start of the match. And yeah, I mean, with Porter dead, it's not looking terrible for Little Red. Two leap aways gone, actually. One was baited, I think, with an offensive hands.
Thank you for the recap. Alrighty, so Little Red is probably content to maneuver around positions so you can't
Pass?
get smacked. And a Sinbad here, do you go in, hit Little Red, even though you're risking the +1 if it's
You kind of have to.
I mean, Little Red's not likely to cancel, right? So you're probably safe to play some sort of offensive movement.
I agree with that.
Yo, Exile, welcome to the stream. The draft, right? Yes. Let me see if I can go ahead and drag the draft over here. I'm just gonna drag these fighters. Okay, it's not gonna let me drag them. These are the drafts over here. Yenenga, Jill, Yennefer, Triss, and Sinbad for ARoy, and then we have Bigfoot, Alice, Little Red, and Daredevil. We are down to just Sinbad and Yenenga for ARoy, and Yennefer and Triss being the opponent ban, Jill being the self ban, and then we have Little Red and Alice for Micha, with Daredevil being the opponent ban and Bigfoot the self ban. Sinbad going in here.
Yeah, debating what to attack, but I do think you want a movement effect, but maybe it doesn't have one,
Mm-hmm.
which it's unlikely, but possible.
I mean, perfect attack here maybe is like the movement voyage, right? That'd be kind of nice.
Yeah, I assume he doesn't have
I would
it.
assume it doesn't have it yet because I think you'd play it instantly. And we do see a Once Upon a Time.
I think this is incredibly good for Little Red.
Mm-hmm.
So no movement, 3 damage for Simbad,
Yep.
only 2 for Little Red, and now you get at least one +1 value attack.
Yep, and he has the movement. Ooh, that is
Mm,
really good for Little Red.
that's so good. That's incredible.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know. I would have just attacked with a Toll in Danger for Sinbad, but I guess there was some, I don't know, other considerations there.
Momentous on defense. Ooh, and two more
Yeah,
damage.
that's not a good sign. I
Wow.
guess I at this point then I guess a Simba didn't attack with Toll in Danger because yeah, lack of defenses didn't want to attack with a versatile. We're probably looking at a red and yellow hand for Sinbad or something.
Yeah. And
Oof.
what did Sinbad attack with? I cannot see the card. If you might as well let me know. I see the mouth
Healing
defense.
Voyage.
Healing Voyage.
Basically negated
Yeah.
the mouth
So no
damage.
damage taken, but no damage. No healing either.
Healed. Yeah.
Little Red taking 3 or 2.
Yeah, this is going super well for
This is
Little Red at this
impressive
point.
from Misha's Little Red here. And
Yeah,
Sinbad, you
I
got to
think
run.
also
Go ahead.
yeah, I think also a little bit unlucky for Sinbad that I do think has had bad defense draw. Because yeah, the defensive shift is not a
Yeah,
good
defensive
sign.
shift is rough. I think only someone like John Henry really wants to be defending with shift. That's pretty rough for Sinbad here. I
Mm.
definitely think that was probably the last defense in hand. Maybe there was a regroup and chose not to use that. Um, but I think you're right. You have a kind of a
Hmm.
ketchup and mustard hand.
Yeah, and I think Little Red here boosts and goes in. A very terrible hand.
Mike asking who's who. Little Red is
You can
Misha
see like
and
Huntsman.
Sinbad is for ARoy. Sorry, go ahead, Emma.
Yeah, no, I was saying I expect to boost into like a Huntsman 6 or something like that.
Mm-hmm. If you have
Of
it, I would
course,
go
if you
for it.
have the tools available. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Bring that pressure, bring that heat. Because I mean, also if Sinbad doesn't have a defense, which feels unlikely at this stage, but is possible given the meant to shift defense, uh, that could be really rough. Other way around,
Yeah.
Mike. Little Red is Misha, and Sinbad is ARoy.
No, no boost,
No boost in here, yeah.
probably. I mean, hmm, I don't know. I It is possible that Misha is thinking, okay, we get the path damage and some other auto damage from one once upon a time mouth and Simba is cooked. But it is risky because the voyages will start ramping up. Or maybe,
Mm-hmm.
maybe you just didn't have the tools, didn't have the attack, didn't have the right boost. So,
Yep.
yeah. You still there?
Yep. I'm still here. Could you hear me?
Okay. Just double checking.
No, you're good.
Yeah, yeah.
Sinbad boosting in. Looks like on my end with a Porter card.
Yep.
Making himself a little bit
Yes, yes.
vulnerable to a counterattack if he doesn't move here. Going after Little Red.
Yeah, I definitely expect the movement. Maybe finally the movement voyage.
Moving forward to make a lot of sense. To be honest, if you're Little Red here, do you consider just? I mean, I don't like playing the Feint on defense, but you could, to if you have a Huntsman 6 in hand.
Yeah, I mean that also works. Simba down to three.
Instead of Once Upon a Time.
It is the yeah, it is the movement voyage.
Hmm.
Uh, yeah, this is looking scary for Sinbad. Steel two Huntsman sixes left to play. You can see Huntsman body blocking here. I mean, going into the blue and yellow spot and just throwing a six.
Yeah.
Or even boosting and getting the plus one. That would be lethal actually. Huntsman six with plus one is lethal
Yes.
unless I'm mistaken.
I think you're right. Yeah. If Little Red has it, it's just GG's. She might not.
Yeah, it would be very unlucky not to have the six at this point. You still have two left and only 13 cards left, but I think if you have it and you see it, of course you go for it. So at this point, probably doesn't have it.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah,
like it looks
that's
it's too
rough
tempting
for
looking
Little Red.
anyways. Yeah. Rough for Red. I say rough for Red. I mean, she's doing fantastic so far. And Sinbad doesn't even have any more healing unless he gets Voyage
Yeah,
Home off, which is possible for sure. Red only with the one cancel, but Path, and then you only have one left, one more damage left. Looking
yeah,
pretty rough, and still both heals, if I'm not mistaken, for Little Red.
yeah. I don't even think the Little Red needs to heal.
I don't think she will
But yeah,
now.
that's also a very good point. Yeah.
So I mean, you could think of Little Red as at max
Yeah,
HP
also
right
because
now.
yeah, I could think you can think it that way. But like if Simba goes in to kill Little Red, then Little Red just attacks with like a five or something. And
Mm-hmm.
so
Cancel Ignore
I'm not
would
really
be
sure what.
really rough. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, there's a little bit of delay, so sometimes
Oh,
we
good.
just speak over each other. But I think that I don't know what Simba's out is uh right now because
Voyage Home feels
like
like the
Little
out.
Red can just come. Yeah, but you are losing damage potential by doing that, so you're slowing yourself down. Um, like I don't disagree, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I mean, do you do it against Little Red? Because if you do, then Little Red gets the plus one. Do you do it on Huntsman and then get attacked with a six? Is tricky.
Card in the basket is
Going for
Once Upon a
Huntsman.
Time, so we have flowers up right now. Yeah, Sinbad going for Huntsman. I mean, if I were that, I would throw Voyage Home into Huntsman if maybe it's the out to try to get the Healing Voyage back and not be hit by the plus one. But
Yeah,
it
the thing is,
feels
then if
rough.
you attack Huntsman, Huntsman attacks with a six, and you take two damage, you go down to one,
Yeah,
and you're not even moving, and then you get attacked with another
anything.
six. I mean, we're assuming that Misha doesn't have the sixes at the moment, otherwise he would have won on the previous turn.
Yeah,
But I think that's why we're seeing Zimbad going into Little Red, uh, which seems even worse. Maybe I don't know. It's just very hard for Zimbad at the moment. I think.
I mean, this is one of those games where the out is I don't want to be Sinbad in this spot. This is a tough one so far.
Yeah, probably basket on defense. Yeah,
Yep, basket. Yeah.
and path, like no path has been played.
Yeah, without path being like, I mean, double path is also just an option.
Yeah, if you have the Into the Woods.
Yep. I mean, Little Red has a million ways to deal 3 damage here.
Yeah, this feels. I'm expecting a path here.
If Little Red has Path, you play it. If Little Red has the 6, you maneuver boost and probably play it. Wonder what her hand looks like, honestly, right now. Because she has to have so many different ways to be able to kill Sinbad. I don't know what Sinbad's best out is here. I think Sinbad just needs to play. I don't even know. I mean, I want to say cautiously, of course, but you can't really do that because you need to be able to do something. And Little Red's just gonna heal, yeah. And now the health difference is really, really brutal.
Yeah. Um, I think healing is okay, but not what you want. Like you want to close this game.
Yeah,
So I think that Misha just doesn't have path. For example, like path here was just perfect. Simba goes down to one, and I mean GG basically.
yeah. If you have Path, you play it. I think
Uh,
instantly. I don't think you got to think too much on
yeah,
that.
yeah, and I still think the Huntsman sixes are buried as well. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think it's still very solidly in Little Red's hands, but um, yeah, yeah. But anyway, offensive feint is lethal. Uh, path, and then whatever is lethal.
I mean, it's.
Mouth into anything that is not offensive feint
Mm-hmm.
is okay. With boosting with nice. It's lethal into with a follow up attack. If it's if you attack with a 4. Little Red hasn't even played a random discard yet.
Yeah, this is extremely, extremely perfect, I think, is the best word I can come up with for Little Red. Everything that she has wanted has gone the way that she would have wanted it to go. I haven't seen a Little Red Sinbad game go this well for Little Red in quite a while, to be honest.
Yeah, I think it all went downhill after Simba. You know that Simba didn't attack with a movement. I
Mm-hmm.
think it didn't attack with a movement because it didn't have enough defenses. But at that point, I think double maneuver, double overdraw,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
I think Sinbad got hit with a pretty rough hand, and Little Red was able to have like
Yeah,
a.
yeah, I agree. So Huntsman doesn't die here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
We
think
see a
Voyage
random
Home is
discard.
gonna matter. Yeah.
Momentous shift.
Shit.
Not bad. Could be a defense
Yeah.
that Sinbad
Think it
needs.
matters that much.
I don't
If
think.
Huntsman doesn't throw 6, now just unlucky for Little Red. But
I mean, you'd really hope that you have it.
okay, yeah, I mean, I saw an instant attack from Misha, so I am gonna assume we see that into, uh, I guess, faint, yeah. And okay, he has another one now. Looks like, yeah, and no exploits, undefended 6,
Ooh,
and that's game. Wow.
wow. Little Red takes game one. Misha takes game one, I should say, over ARoy. And now Misha's in a really good spot. I mean, has to win what once with Alice
Yeah,
into either Sinbad or Yanenga.
yeah. And the
Wow.
Sinbad one is very good for Alice. Yeah, no, I was. I mean, very rough for Sinbad. No exploit is not good. Uh, but yeah, it's crazy to think that Little Red hasn't played a path this game, and the random discard basically
Yeah.
either. I mean, it didn't matter. Huntsman could have taken there, and nothing would have changed.
A very, very impressive Little Red game. And a very important. Have a little bit of a tougher game, like a tougher match here. You have to find a way to beat Yanenga twice. I mean, Little Red favored, and Alice Yanenga is difficult. You would say Alice has a chance, right?
Yeah. Um.
Right. We are.
Yeah, but I do think that now ARoy is to play Sinbad first. Um. We'll see what the choice is. Um. Uh. I'm not sure if you want map or position. Sinbad. I think there's a trick Sinbad could do with map, but let's see what the bans are. Or, I mean, I can also see Sinbad just going for position.
Hmm. Yeah, I agree
I
that he has
think
to
you go
play Sinbad.
Sinbad. It looks
I
like we're going for Sinbad.
maybe there's an argument you go Yanenga just because if the map or position matters more for her in the match than it does for Sinbad. All right, and we are reloading in by the way because we got disconnected at the end of the game, which was perfect timing so that we can catch the next game.
This is one of the matchups that I played the most. So I I always switch into Yananga apparently. Well, never mind. Okay, so we've seen Alice Yananga and Yananga going map. Misha banning. No, wait. What? Oh, no, I'm confused. I see ARoy banning Memorial, and I'm very confused.
I would imagine Yanenga would not ban Memorial, so that's very surprising. I would imagine it's.
Yeah, I'm.
Go ahead.
I, I'm not sure what's gonna. So ARoy in there, and uh, 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 I don't know what happened. Actually, Misha banned Memorial, and ARoy just double checked what it was, so flipped it back. To see. Okay, oh
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it is Misha banning. Okay, so Misha banned Memorial and Vase,
Okay.
which makes sense. But even if Yananga wins this, then Alice will have advantage versus him, which maybe doesn't matter, but uh, maybe it does. Okay. So this matchup is easier for Yananga in the sense that it's much easier to play. Um, Bronze would surprise me. Okay. Uh, move 5, I guess, but Alice has a lot of boosts. You can attack turn 1 here. Yeah, Alice definitely wants to go first. There we go. And basically damage race Yananga. You want to feint the archer revives. Absolutely. And mulligan for looking glass. I'm a bit surprised by the bronze just because, yeah, turn one, Chubby Walk can start pretty close and can attack maybe even without boosting into an archer. And also, this map is not incredible for Jaws, which is what keeps, I mean, one of the things that keep Yeneng alive. But we'll see.
All right. Um,
Is it working for you?
I'm having some issues.
Oh no.
This is. Man, I thought Vorpal was supposed to work again. I honestly, I'm not sure why I've been having the issues I have been. Um,
Hmm.
I thought they were fixed. Okay, we have loaded. I mean, knock on wood, we've loaded in, and I can see the board again. And let's just hope that the game stays like this and works for the rest of it. But I honestly, if there are any Vorpal experts in the chat, Emma, if you happen to be a Vorpal expert, I I have no idea why it seems to conflict with OBS so well because usually Vorpal runs completely fine. But when I run OBS, it all of a sudden decides to have an issue, which is weird because I would think tabletop would be more intensive, and that runs fine with OBS.
No idea.
uh, I will laugh about it in 3 years when I'm a much more experienced streamer. Until then, I apologize for any technical difficulties and weird blank screens that happen sometimes during this, and I appreciate you guys for tuning in and watching, even despite the technical difficulties, because you love the amazing commentary. Hopefully, no,
Well, like listening to the radio.
exactly. Just
Uh,
radio
yeah.
unmatched.
Well, I did have some EU guys telling me that the stream is choppy.
Hmm.
Yeah. Anyway, we see Alice going to with the boost.
Okay.
Could be Sneaker Snack or Green Group. Yeah, one of the two. I think.
Which would you just would you does it matter? I mean, which one would you prefer to have here between the Snicker Stack and Regroup?
Sneaker Snack. Just.
Okay.
I mean, they're both solid options, but the earlier you throw out the Sneaker Snack, the earlier uh, you get you get the effect. And also regroup maybe the archer defense. It is Sneaker Snack. There we
Yep.
go.
There we go.
Regroup maybe the archer defense and survives. But Sneaker Snack. Okay. You discard the surprise volley.
Probably surprise volley here.
Oh,
Yeah.
silent. Not a yeah, surprise volley. Not a great hand for Yanenga here, to be honest.
No, I didn't catch if Yannick kept her mulliganed. So, um, interesting hand. I would expect that to have been a mulliganed into.
I see.
Mm-hmm. Hey
If
Eels,
I
welcome to the stream.
mulligan, but I could have just missed it because you were having technical difficulties. I definitely expect Yanenga here to double maneuver. You could attack with pin the prey, then feint disaster. Yeah, that was not a bad start for Alice.
Not at all. No. And as Alice here, what is your main? I mean, obviously you're trying to kill your Nang. You're not trying to outlast her or anything or outvalue her. But how do you deal with, say, the archers? What is your general game plan as Alice going into this match?
Yeah, you throw big regroup into them. And that you can try to play with Jabberwock where you go adjacent to both archers, like in a incredible. If you attack an archer with jaws and you kill the archer, then you can also deal 2 damage to someone else that is adjacent. Maybe Yenenga sell the other archer. That's something you could potentially do, but that's only, you cannot, it's not something that happens that much because the opponent knows it and plays around it. So you just chuck regroups into them usually, or just dodge them. Here, Alice is boosting. Not sure why. Going with Chromie, because Alice is. Oh no, never mind. Ignore me. Alice was
Yeah, Alice was further away.
for yeah
I
was
mean, three spaces away from
yeah Alice
Yenanga,
was
but further from the archer.
yeah. Yeah, boost with them late. Back in the archer.
Probably a pin the
There we
party
go.
thinks.
Regroup. I assume so. I don't see it, but I assume.
Yeah, he hasn't flipped it.
Yeah, there you
Yep, there
go.
it is. That's pretty solid. Um, and like you
Yeah, it
said, regroup.
depends what you discard here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree that it's pretty solid. But if we see a huge discard here because Alice only has 3 cards in hand, and crucially, oh, okay. Of course, like you love the regroups in this matchup, but imagine here discarding something like skirmish or
Yeah,
something because you have looking glass and gift or something that would be terrible. Alice takes a double attack. That looking glass. There we go. I'm
there's
calling
looking
everything
glass.
this game.
Man, you are on point. I mean, hey, that's why you came on here. You are the Alice expert, um, and you clearly know
I
your
think
stuff.
I think Misha is thinking about not healing. I think Misha is thinking about
Draw two teleport.
teleporting adjacent and drawing. But I think, yeah, I think you heal here because that's the first action. If it was second action, maybe, but
Mm-hmm.
Manu, Yananga, who's just go away.
Now, do you draw or do you teleport?
And I think you draw. I think you draw.
Okay.
Um, but we'll see. I think he hasn't decided yet. I mean, I didn't see either. Yeah, he hasn't drawn and he hasn't teleported, so we'll see in a second. I think I cut you off earlier.
All good. No. Yeah, I
Again,
think it's
the
difficult
delay
for.
is causing that.
Yeah, the delay is rough. But we're working through it. I think it's difficult for the. Yeah. Okay. I was gonna say I think it's difficult for Yanenga to decide if Alice does stay there and draws two. What to if you want to keep the pressure or just run away. I think you run away here, but you
Yeah,
do have some defenses in hand, so you're not like totally dead.
yeah, you're not totally dead, but if you don't have skirmish or jaws,
Yeah.
you are taking a lot of damage from a shift. There's no archers to deflect the damage on.
Yeah, and at least if you run away, you're forcing a boost. You can't. You're not just like letting Jabberwock come and hit you as well.
Yeah, just don't get pinned. If I mean, of course, I'm cheering for Alice, but don't get pinned if you go in that direction.
That is
I mean, I
pinnable.
guess, I guess, I guess you have that stallion charge.
Yeah, it's true. You do a stallion in hand. Offensive feint from Alice, maybe stops both the stallion charge and the point blank. Although point blank defense feels pretty nasty.
Yeah, I mean,
You're
if
taking.
Alice takes 2 and Yenenga takes 5, I think Alice is pretty happy with that interaction.
Yeah.
Yep, drink boost.
Mm-hmm.
Going
Not going for the pin. Maybe worried about jaws.
interesting. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I guess Misha just, you know, knows that Yananga stallion. So
Yeah, doesn't see the value in
yeah,
it.
yeah.
All right, you've called them all
Okay,
so far. What attack is
I
this?
momentous shift.
Okay, I'll believe you. It would make a lot of sense here. It'd be a 7 value shift. Yenega doesn't really have a whole lot. Best block is a 4, so 3 damage minimum. No archers to bounce the damage off of. Of course, you could play the blue 3, but you probably just discard as Alice
Yep.
and his
Well, I
skirmish.
was wrong.
Oh, okay. Finally, we've got him. He doesn't know anything about Alice. But 2 damage there,
Yeah,
pretty solid.
Yananga found the skirmish, and that's pretty good for Yan.
And now you back off and you probably attack here a little bit. I mean, maybe you're worried about a defensive, like I'm late, or a defensive Hatter, but okay, double maneuver.
Yeah, no, I think I prefer the double maneuver for Yananga because yeah, then Alice defense with movement effect goes adjacent, double
Yeah.
attacks. You don't want that. It like now is the point. It's a crucial point in the game where Alice either gets stuck in small. I don't think that's gonna happen because Misha is a very good Alice. So see Jabberwock going in now that Alice is small.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I think Misha changed size. I mean, maybe it didn't have anything else to throw, but you cannot afford to be stuck in small for a long time. So unless you have many double attacks, aspect double attack, you could double maneuver, but then Yenga finds the tools. So ideally, we see boost attack with Jabberwock, or alternatively, but less good, Alice attacks with size change, or Alice plays a scheme but has already maneuvered. So that would be second action. I think we're gonna see a double maneuver here.
Yeah, it looks like it. And just try to cover off all the ground here. Yeah, double maneuver.
Yep, which is fair.
Yeah, and now Yenega doesn't really have anywhere to go, and no one's of course in range to be attacked immediately. So good positioning. I really like the positioning from
Yeah,
Alice here.
yep. I think Yananga here should attack Jabberwock, but then, oh no, I guess could go to green. Yeah,
Yeah, it's Yenega. You're not worried about the pin still with the stallion.
yep. I could see it. Skirmish defense or fate. Maybe surprise volley attack.
Surprise volley would make a lot of sense. Ooh, double attack. Do you take the second? Oh, okay.
Taking both, it's a bit rough for Jabberwock that hasn't played a card yet.
Yeah, I feel like Yenega would be pretty happy with. I know Jabrock isn't necessary for Alice, but with no cards played, that feels really good value wise for Yenega.
Yeah,
And I
and
doubt.
like Alice needs all the damage available. Um, and I don't think Alice can afford losing Jabberwock and all these cards now, especially with Alice in small size. I think Fabjoyous Day was a bit unfortunate earlier. I assume Misha didn't have something else. Or okay. Eat Me being played now changes things a lot.
Yep.
I think we'll see just a big attack
Size should
now.
change. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe Misha had the scheme even earlier. I still think he would have thrown something else if he had it. Uh, Now Alice does go down in hand, but might have another looking glass. Highest block for Yan is a 4 now. so damage could come in.
Could be another shift,
Um,
like you talked about from before.
yeah.
Stallion defense, yeah, that makes
Stalin
sense.
charge, Manxum. Okay,
Maxim.
this is important. Oh
Ooh,
no.
to the shift. Brutal. See, that's what happens every time I play
uh,
Maxim. It's just a shift. It's just a shift or a skirmish getting discarded every time. Oh,
yeah, it's terrible. Java walk down to one.
Jabrock's
Alice
probably
also
dead
took
here,
one.
right?
Okay. I mean, depends what you attack with.
I mean,
Uh,
Stallion would guarantee it. Uh,
what? Wait.
yep.
Oh, attacking Alice?
Oh, interesting. Meaning attacks Alice and then it's going to use Stallion to kill Jabberwock.
Yeah, Jabberwock can move, but cannot move far enough. Uh, okay. I guess the plan was just to yeah attack Alice and kill Jabberwock with the stallion value, which is fair. Alice could have fainted, and that wouldn't
Yeah.
have worked.
It would have been guaranteed if you attacked Jabberwock with the Stallion, though. So, a little bit of a risky play. I guess it works out.
Yes, yeah. Uh, and I think the size change here for Alice is not ideal. I mean, that Mangsum really changed the game. It's just very unfortunate.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Before we started the stream, you'd mentioned if you're playing Maxim with you, and you want to have those momentous shifts in your skirmishes in your hand or have been played already, right? To avoid those boost ones. Do you think that was like, did Alice, do you
Yeah,
think, felt the pressure to play that there? Or what do you think the thought process was
no.
with the Maxim?
I think it was the right play in the sense that Alice didn't have anything else. I think Alice was looking at a hand with like I don't know scheme feint, mad as a hatter, Mangsum, and had to attack there, and you have nothing else to throw, so you attack with it. So I don't think it was a mistake. Yeah, I think if Misha had anything else, would have thrown anything else, especially because like Alice had moved, so might as well throw a shift if you have the option. Um, and I'm sure that Misha just didn't have anything else that was good to attack with. Um, yeah, that was very unfortunate. Really changed the game, and Jabberwock dying as well with no cards played makes it now very rough for Alice. There are no archers around, so there could be some heavy hit going through, but Alice also has slow on hand. Sorry, slow on. Yeah, just hand advantage.
Yeah.
14 in deck versus 18, so it's a bit hard now. And yeah, Alice is also small and has used 3 of the 4 schemes, so you kind of have to go in just to switch size, and that's not ideal because Yananga just defends with point blank or something.
Mm-hmm. So Alice just double
Uh,
maneuvering here, in all likelihood, right? You just kind of need to build back up a hand and figure out how to get back to big and get back to hitting.
yeah. Yeah, Jabberwock taking the double attack was really not ideal. I assume no feints were available. Nor skirmish, I think, because if you had skirmish, Alice would have attacked with it instead of Manxum. Yeah, I think Alice started well with the sneak attack. Then I think hit a rough deck order with. If you just look at all the other cards, there were like 2 regroups. I'm late, 3 schemes. Not what you want to see. Of course, Looking Glass was fine, was very good, but after that, yeah, uh, everything went in Angus' way, which of course played everything correctly. So don't want to take anything from ARoy, but
No,
yeah,
ARoy's
definitely.
played the game nicely so far. Um, it's
Yeah,
been a little bit of unfortunate luck for Alice in this game, which, to be fair, can balance out some of the pretty solid luck that Little Red had for Misha last game. Um,
for
but
sure. for sure.
I do really like what ARoy has been doing here, keeping things, slowing down the game, which I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think that's what you want to do against Alice. If you can slow down the game a bit, uh, you're in much better shape instead of letting her just sort of hit you a bunch for huge attacks.
No, in this situation for sure. I mean, it's true quite often, but now for sure because Yenenga had a rough start, was stuck in a position with no archers and against full health Jabberwock and basically full health Alice. And now Jabberwock down, 6 value Mangsum, shift wasted, and still 10 health and potentially some healing as well. And Alice stuck in small size is very different from earlier. And yeah, as you said, ARoy could have attacked at some point and allowed Alice to switch size back, and that would have been a mistake. So yeah, it definitely uh, did what it had to. It was just double maneuver a bunch.
And now, if you're Yanenga here, based on where Alice positions, probably time to go in. I mean, you don't want to just sit around and do absolutely nothing. Um, Maybe a chance for another double attack or bring back an archer. But I mean, it feels like a decent spot for Alice to probably have a feint at this point. What is Alice scared of at this point? If you can put yourself in maybe Yanenga's shoes,
Um, is that a boost or I think Yananga's played the scheme? Just
just playing it for the 1 health is
I
interesting.
miss. I think now, um, I think what you don't want to see as Yananga is Alice switching size. So I actually like this play of uh just hitting one. Uh no over no one card overdraw, I think.
Yeah, you'll discard one.
Um
That's not so bad. Okay.
oh no, not even. Yeah.
No overdraw, just playing it twice and getting to go as far away from Alice as possible. Actually, a really solid play from ARoy. I like it.
It's very it's very small, uh and that's gonna hurt. It is hurting Alice a lot. Because now we have boost with a 3 just to attack with other size change, take 2 damage from point blank, and you finally big, and then you get attacked. We don't have the defensive bonus anymore. This everything went downhill after. So basically, Manxon hit shift, then Jabberwock died, and well, actually, and then Alice switched to small, which didn't want to, but had no feints, and then Jabberwock died, and yeah,
It's been a little bit of a
everything went
downward
downhill from
spiral.
there. At least we see no, yeah, exactly. At least we see no archers back for Yan. Boosting with mushroom is okay, but that's more, another 5 gone. And now we attack probably with late, I assume.
Hmm.
But yeah, Yananga will defend with point blank. I don't see, I don't see
Exile
why you would not.
deck counts are 14 for Yananga and 10 for Alice. Yeah, I think point blank agree. Makes a lot of sense. It's small. You don't need to worry about some huge. I mean, momentous shift could be nice into it, but I don't think Alice really wants to play that now because Alice wants to change or maybe do something different. I don't know.
No, you have to change sides here.
Yeah. Okay. Archer revive.
Yeah, shoot.
Probably discard the
But
discard regroup. Okay.
yeah, Alice has so much trash to discard now for Jabberwock cards. Drink Me. It's become pretty useless. Uh,
Very precise from
so
Micha there. Just attack, get the sides changed, discard a regroup, move to the purple zone, so you're in a one zone that's also center, that's also not in Yanenga's zone. Uh, Very, very nice, in my opinion. And ARoy doing very well on the value play. This does really feel like a top 16 match, and honestly feels like maybe a top 8 or top, dare I say, top 4 match. These guys are playing really well in this game, in my opinion. Some rough luck maybe from the Maxim and not being able to get out of size with probably what Alice had in hand, but really liking the high level play so far that we're seeing in this one, personally.
Yep, I agree. I think both have played very well. I think Looking Glass here. No, Faint. Okay.
Ooh, faint momentous, solid for
Um,
Alice.
yeah, I think this is not what Alice wants to feint. You want to feint the Archer Revive. Um,
Fair enough. Usually fainting
unless,
momentous is good, but
yeah, I don't think Alice will die. I think Alice will fatigue unless she kills Yenanga. Um, so yeah, I mean, fainting shift is not terrible, but I don't think it's what you want to feint. And then, I mean, if surprise volleys are bottom two, then cool. Then
yeah,
that was a good feint. But Alice going away is very rough. Might be looking at a handful of Jabberwock cards and stuff.
I mean, you gotta imagine there's quite a lot of them, given that we still haven't even seen any of them discarded for boost, much less being, none of them getting played.
Yeah, like when he defended, sorry, when he had to discard against the shield formation, he discarded a regroup, and I mean, you would always discard a Jabberwock card. Like, where are the Jabberwock cards?
I think right now Yanenga is very clearly winning the value race, like you said. I don't think Yanenga is really trying to kill Alice. I don't think Alice is really going to die unless you just, I mean, gets completely bricked and comboed to death. But I think the main threat is exhaustion, is just running out of cards and running out of damage to actually kill Yanenga.
Yeah, Alice is already pretty low on damage at the moment, because she has a shift amongst two skirmishes, which is not bad, but Yenanga is very tanky, and no Jaws have been played, like Jaws of the Lion.
Mm-hmm.
Well, any Jaws actually, but
Yeah.
um,
No Jaws. Still have a skirmish. Still have another three.
uh,
Blue.
finally a Jabberwock card.
There we go. The
A
first one.
Jaws, actually, first Jaws. Uh, and here you attack with whatever you have, really.
Draws defense from Yanenga
Fancy Feint
into. We didn't see
into
the
a
card.
3, I assume?
Oh,
Two
Jaws.
Jaws, okay.
Okay. So we
Yeah,
boosted with a
I
Jaws to
think
attack into a Jaws.
I think this is a desperation play from Misha, which I agree with, which I like, expecting the Jaws. But if you're offensive fainted against Yananga, it means you're really trying anything to squeeze every possible damage, spraying the surprise volleys bottom, because otherwise it's just,
Yeah. Ooh, okay. Not a
yeah.
bad feint there. I mean, again, it's not the surprise volleys, and now you're out of feints, so in the value sense, not good, but you're not taking two random damage, so.
Yeah, I don't know why Yananga would attack with point blank. Maybe like exactly to bait out the feint.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah,
I think overall, Yanenga wins that
I
interaction.
yes, that yeah. As I said, that's not what you want to feint from Alice. But I think that Yananga could have just double maneuvered potentially.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Never mind,
maybe
Master
she
of the
will.
Hunt. Maybe you just maybe she will just maneuver away. I know we're attacking. I think this is very risk. I don't understand this. I don't
Interesting.
understand this.
If you're Alice, you do draw and heal? Or draw and
I think
teleport? Or teleport, yeah.
teleporting. Maybe he already has what he needs. Or was scared of Yananga just boosting to the other side and not being able to reach.
Mm-hmm. And maybe still worried about that exhaustion game.
I mean, you're not winning fatigue anyway.
No.
So
Deck count 7 for Alice and 11 for Yanenga.
yep, 10 now.
Now 10 for, of course, Yanenga. I mean, I guess if you get a sufficient amount of damage, you, in theory, have it, but not really the game plan that you're trying to play for.
Yeah. This 4 away going to a Joe's is 5 spot or
Yep.
boost 3 for a Joe's is 3 4 spot. Um, yeah, I
Uh,
think I think Alice has a chance if Yananga breaks defenses somehow, which I don't think is possible, or if surprise volley the bottom and interactions also go this way. We
yeah, ooh, double
again
maneuver.
double maneuver is
Okay.
not a good sign.
Still no real like pressure from Alice ever since the Maxim kind of fell apart, and I think and Jabberwock died, and I think kind of what you've been mentioning, not having any of those attacks, and maybe just having a hand cluttered full of Jabberwock cards at this stage in the game. Um, I mean, there's still 3 of them that we haven't seen, so
Yeah,
very likely to have at least one of them in hand at the moment.
yeah. Alice still has 3 Jabberwock cards and a scheme, which are dead cards,
Yeah,
and 2 value boosts. So not the 3 value boost you need. I mean, Yananga stayed
okay, boosting with a net
okay.
late.
Are we finally gonna see a shift?
That this would feel like a good shift spot.
Yeah, I mean we saw a shift, but not
We saw a
yeah,
shift when we didn't want to see a
not
shift.
exactly.
Or as in Yanenga's case, of course, exactly when she wanted to see one. Um, Man, I've spent only like 30 minutes commentating with you, and you already got me seeing things from the Alice point of view.
Um, yeah, I mean it's probably skirmish
Yeah, I mean,
here.
ARoy here,
Yeah.
skirmish or draws is fine. Yeah, skirmish. Skirmish, skirmish. We're all just skirmishing.
hmm Well, one skirmish is better. But...
In the chat, I think that's Hammer, saying Yen playing 2 offensive point blanks and not getting punished with any movement effects, which is kind of what we've been talking about a little bit. Getting the feint baited out with the point blank and getting the other one. Pretty solid for Yen so far.
Yep.
Even there, only taking 2 damage from a 6 value skirmish. Not bad.
hmm Yeah, Alice is also running low on high boosts. Um,
Ooh, okay, yeah, just taking the surprise volley.
yeah, and the damage is fine, but the effect is not. And yeah, I think Yananga has this.
Yeah, you just bring back an archer here, right? You don't really need the action gain for anything.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. I mean, you can attack if you want. I mean, you could theoretically just kill Alice, but it's a risk that you really don't need at the
Mm-hmm.
moment.
Hello, Butterham. Welcome to the chat. Nice to see you here. Welcome. Yeah, I think ARoy not debating really if to bring back an archer, but where to bring back the archer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense. Just bring back the archer like behind Yananga here. Don't really put yourself in position for it to get hit. Be able to use its damage to as a sponge. I mean, it's essentially a heal too, and Alice just doesn't have that damage. I think
Mm,
Jaws into
yeah,
shift.
it's just to
Yeah, one damage each.
yeah. Alice only has Mangsum, Skirmish. That's basically it because then she has three Jabberwock cards, a Dead Scheme, yeah. Even with a 8 value Mangsum, also like yeah, Ice is out of boosts. Like, only has a 3 value boost.
I mean, if the archer attacks here, there's still another I'm late, but Alice would have to change size, so not as
Yeah,
worried
and
about.
that's the last size change. Ice could use skirmish and move the archer away, but then I mean that's your last damage gone.
Yeah. Welcome, Vegetarian Meeple. This is game two, actually. Game one was Little Red for Misha and Sinbad for ARoy. Those are the other two fighters, and Little Red got the win on Hanging Gardens. Now we're into game two, Alice for Misha and Yenenga for ARoy.
Yeah, so if this goes the way that I expect, we'll see a Alice Simbad third match, um,
Yep,
which
classic
I
volume
think
one.
is yeah, which is I think quite good for Alice, but definitely doable for Simbad.
Yeah, for sure. I
Is this
think
a double maneuver?
looks like it.
Yeah.
Although ending next to Alice is interesting. I mean, it's the archer, so you don't care as much.
I mean, could have seen an offensive skirmish into something, but yeah, 2, 3, that's too far. Yeah,
Yeah, can't actually reach. Probably take that boost back then. Yeah.
yeah,
I think that's why
not
Yenenga
that
did
it
that.
matters, I think. Yeah, no, I was just potentially worried because Alice could attack with skirmish, kill the archer, and then attack Yenenga, but I mean, you only have 2 attacks. So if you throw 6 into a notch, 1 health archer, well,
That feels pretty brutal.
yeah.
And as Yenenga, you just never have to let Alice attack you again, right? I mean, you can always position it. She has to get through the archer first.
Yeah, but even if Alice does attack with, again, like, no, 8 value Maxim is not even possible anymore, but even if she did, and Yenanga blocks with a 5, it just takes 2 really, because you
Yeah,
can
you just
kill
kill
the
the archer.
archer. Yeah. Um, yeah, you see, if the surprise volley was fainted, there was maybe a chance, but yeah.
And now I think it's Yenenga attacking. Oh, it could be the archer. It is, yeah, 5 damage either way. Brutal.
Yeah. I just can't really defend now because you had
Yeah.
a chain size, and you don't want that, or you lose your
Mm-hmm.
last damage. You don't want that either. Yeah, you attack skirmish, but
And
only
Yenenga
do
just
1
jaws.
damage.
Oh,
Or
Maxim.
blank 5, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Alright, yeah, this. Game
This is wrap,
over.
yeah. You just double maneuver as Yenenga. You don't even need to. You can attack, maneuver, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, you can double attack with no problems
Yeah,
here.
also that too, yeah. Making the copy of the hand. Oh, okay, yeah, only two defenses anyways left, and the jabber cards
Yeah,
and
yeah,
the
yeah.
scheme that's blank, yeah, it's GG's. There's nothing here. So we're gonna get game three
Yeah,
in all certainty here. Unless Yenenga double maneuver sits here and then takes 2 attacks from Alice, there's just no way that Alice can win this game. So
yeah. And even like, even take in. Alice would barely have to damage like 6 into a. Oh
Yeah,
no, I guess 10 damage.
yeah, I'll just
Yeah,
yeah.
GG.
GG's.
A bit sad that Manxum really changed the game that was quite even
I
uh,
think the
into a
Maxim
game that wasn't even anymore.
100% agree. I think the Maxim also in the Jabberwock taking 6 to the face was from the double attack was pretty brutal.
Yes. Um, yeah. Jabberwock not played a single card was really,
Yeah, that's the other thing.
really
Without playing
rough.
any cards, if Jabberwock got any value at all, there could definitely be a much closer game here. But no value Jabberwock. Very, very clean win for ARoy.
Yes. Okay, we do get the Alice Simba now, and now Alice has advantage. Um, and I think you pick. I mean, okay, you don't care about map as Alice unless it's an item map, which you don't want. So I think you either pick map and just pick something small, or you pick position, ban items, and I think you're good.
Makes sense to me. You are the Alice expert. I would think, yeah, you want something where you can aggress Sinbad. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's the game plan here, as far as I understand. So yeah, you'd want one of the smaller maps, maybe Santa's, maybe Thrilla, maybe Globe.
Yeah, but you don't care that much about map anyway. I think
Mm-hmm.
because
So you go position.
Sinbad is also fighty fighter in the sense that Sinbad wants to go in, and of course, on a bigger map, Sinbad late game will just go anywhere, but you don't want to get to the late game anyway. And having position could help start your game, but I also, you could get into a map where Sinbad can body block a bit at the start, or yeah, or use items or something like that. So maybe the safest play is just going for map and
Yeah.
call it a day.
In the chat, Hammer's saying that he would go for position, um, which I think is kind of maybe where I would lean, but I do see your point about the map with the avoiding item maps. Question actually, why are item maps so bad in this match?
Because Sinbad gets to live a little bit longer just by using the items. That I had this matchup in Team League as
Mm-hmm.
Sinbad, funnily enough, versus Alice, and that's how I won with 1 health left, using all the items as the defense. So I think Alice did pick position and
Yep.
banned move 5 center map. So banned Bronze and McMinnville, and we see Memorial for Simbird. So Alice did pick position, didn't get punished, in my opinion, by the items. That would have been, I think, good for Simbad. We see Memorial move 5, body block him up.
Yep.
Um,
We are quite
that
literally going back to just volume one. I was kind of hoping we'd get Memorial, not gonna lie, because yeah, this is just classical unmatched, as classical as you can get, the most balanced matchup from volume one. On probably the more balanced side, I mean they're both kind of similar move five maps, so uh, this is a wow. In 2026, we're getting Alice versus Sinbad to decide who makes it to top eight. Kind of surreal, not gonna lie.
yeah, very exciting. I do think this is still good for Alice on this map. On yeah, on an item map, I think I would have maybe went for even. I still think Alice has the advantage, but maybe Simba does get value out of the map and the body blocking, and yeah, manages to survive until a late game and just throw big voyages. Also because in this matchup, I think as Alice, Against Simba, you usually just hold on to your feint and play them late game. I don't think it's necessarily the case here. You just want to feint like a draw from Porter, or even like Simba tries to sneak a random discard early, and you just want to feint that because your plan is not to get to the late game anyway. Or I could even see like an offensive feint, first attack to block a movement. You don't want to use all of your feints like that, but I can see like one of them being used
Mm-hmm.
quite early, if the game state is right.
No, that makes sense to me. Question from the chat for you from Hayden, asking, didn't you already or also have Alice Sinbad in Team League from the Alice side against Mitosis a few years back?
Yeah, that was a wild one. So yeah, I had that on Sunnydale, and it was such a fun matchup. Such a fun match. I There was a Manxum that blind boosted a skirmish early game. That was very annoying. Uh, but
Classic.
Manxum redeemed himself because I had a guaranteed 9 value Manxum when I had one card in deck that
Ooh.
killed. Like that was my only way out there. So yeah, I was definitely losing that one against a very good player like Mitosis. But yeah, Manxum first screwed me and then redeemed himself. That was a very fun one. Unfortunately, the VOD disappeared into the ether.
Dang, that does sound like a cool match. And Alice centralizing, sending Jabberwock in. This is
Yeah,
good
that's
for
great for
Sinbad.
Simbad.
Yep, getting away from the damage. And yeah, you can go right next to Alice and double attack. Or attack maneuver, rather, probably.
Yep, yep. If Simbad attacks, I expect offensive regroup.
That would make a lot of sense here,
There we go.
yeah. Alright. As the deal 2 damage voyage. So Alice net takes 3, but gets to draw.
Yep, I think it's a good interaction for Alice.
Yeah. And I think Sinbad's not so upset about that. I mean, you do get to deal 3 damage and you get a voyage online. Um, Sort of a neutral so
Yeah,
far.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely not terrible for Simbad, but
Interesting
I
Sinbad kind of opening up to be pinned here. I don't know that Alice really goes for it, but technically.
I think if you have the tools, you definitely go for it. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, 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 yeah. That might come back to bite
Okay.
Simbad, depending on how the next interaction goes. Like, if Alice has a looking glass, this is very good for Alice.
Oh, yeah. They did both mulligan, so.
Movement.
Ooh,
Oh,
that's 4 damage there. And Sinbad can't escape, but can attack. Now, of course, if Sinbad also has riches, that would be really nice for them.
yeah, Rich is very good here. If Alice defends here, she defends with looking glass or regroup, I think. And if Porter attacks Jabberwock, here I would faint, for example.
Yeah,
It depends on what the hands look like, but like
of
without
course.
knowing anything, I would faint some card draw from, but I don't know who's attacking who. So
Yeah, much harder to tell on Vorpal compared to like
I
TTS.
think
Oh,
okay, it's
Porter.
Porter
Porter
attacking.
attacking. Ooh,
Okay,
regroup
that's quite
taken?
good for
Sinbad likes that.
yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, Jabberwock doesn't hate it, but doesn't like it either.
Oh, and then there's Looking
Oh,
Glass.
and now it's suddenly good for Alice.
Okay, we're in for a little bit of a roller coaster game. And yeah, Alice
Yeah,
getting the
we're
draw.
just smacking each other in the face.
Good old classical unmatched right here.
Yeah, I expect Sneaker Snack or Manxon 4 or Regroup, I think.
Snicker Snack would be great here. Ooh, oh, it's
Oh,
Jabberwock.
it's okay.
Okay,
Was Jabberwock attacking?
hard to tell.
Okay, this is now very good for Alice. No card draw played from Porter.
And no Porter. Now the question is Alice,
Still
do you
soft
smack
pin.
or do you just maneuver?
If you have, yeah, if you have regroup or sneak a snack, yes. Or yeah, maneuvering works. And I think it depends. You might go Jason with Jabberwock, or you might not. Depends how your hand looks like. But yeah, this is looking quite good for Alice. Unless we see like some kind of random discard, I think, here.
Maybe the feint? Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah.
What was the voyage? Move voyage. Okay. Still a decent feint, I think. Jabberwock attacking back with a 5, probably. Yeah.
Yep. Okay, good feints from both sides.
Yeah, that was a fantastic feint from Simba. That's what you want to feint in this matchup. You have nothing else to feint. You can offensively feint a looking glass or like a size change or something, but yeah, defensively, uh, that's the attack you want to feint. Okay, Alice attacking here, hand disadvantage, screams regroup or looking glass in hand.
Okay, just going for the skirmish into exploit. Pretty good for Sinbad, I think. You're taking two, of course, but you're getting the draw and you're keeping your hand advantage. And now Alice might have to think about
Yeah,
backing out.
yeah. So you might maintain the soft pin. It depends. If Alice has a looking glass, then you're still good. Unless he gets
Two
fainted.
looking
If you
glasses
don't
would
have
be
the looking
impressive.
glass, you. But the way Micha is playing is, you know, could have a regroup. Although a defensive regroup, now you start taking some damage.
Mm-hmm.
Alice could back one away, like go back to the
Pink yellow.
yellow pink spot, yeah, and then Jabberwock could follow up with another regroup. Or if Alice just leaves, then the hand is not looking good in that case, and then you just back off. Um, okay, we're keeping the soft pin, so I assume there is some card draw in Alice's hand in the forms of looking glass ideally, or regroup it's also fine.
If I'm Sinbad, I'm gonna go smack Alice probably. I mean, yeah, you're worried about making taking another +2 hit, but using the card advantage feels decent here. Just double maneuvering though from ARoy.
Yeah, it depends what you have,
Yeah,
because it could be very scary.
no,
Because
100%.
like if Misha is playing so aggressively, I think Alice has a good hand now.
For a second, looked like ARoy was thinking about taking there. I don't think you take from if it's
Yeah, yeah,
Alice.
that's what I thought. It feels like ARoy doesn't have a defense. He's pretending to have one, in my opinion.
Yeah. Um,
Or maybe has a shift or something. Oh, this could be
if that's the case, that's gonna get real rough
quite,
real quick.
yeah. Maybe like a feint. A feint is also not a good defense
Yeah. You still play it though. I feel like.
if it's Alice attacking. I do think it's Alice attacking.
Yeah. It is
Yeah, it
faint,
is a feint.
and it's a maxim. So 3 damage.
Yeah, that's yeah, that's maybe okay, because that could have been very bad for Sinbad in this situation. It's still 3 damage. Not looking great. I think this has to be like a relevant voyage, like a random discard or something. So I would faint or
Ooh.
that. Oh, into
Okay.
Jabberwock.
It's in Jabberwock. Okay, not into Alice. Uh, Sinbad trying to break the pin. I think pretty desperately. Maybe attack with some movement here, like a toil to try to kill Jabber and run. Yep.
Yep. Yep. Good call. Good call. Yeah, I mean, differently from the last game, Jabberwock got a lot of damage. Not damage, like a lot of value. Although, like, ARoy played the right defenses into the right Jabberwock cards. Still, those defenses were had to be used, and Jabberwock hold the pin for a long time. That gave a big advantage. Like only one Looking Glass played, still loads of damage left, uh, even in fatigue. So this is going very solidly for Alice at the moment.
Yeah, the pin came was actually really, really so a good decision there from Misha, and I bet ARoy a little bit upset that he let himself get pinned there, but maybe just had good cards for when it started and didn't draw into them. As Sinbad, now you have to think about when you want to go back in. You don't want to go in and get hit with
Yeah,
a faint defense and then you can't escape and get smacked around a little bit.
yeah, yeah, for sure. Like it's very tough for Simba now because Movement Voyage is gone, and three toils also. So you don't want to attack with Leap Away. So I think I don't know. It's very rough, but I think maybe you want to overthrow at least one voyage, maybe the handpick voyage. I'm not sure, but if you go in, then you stay adjacent, then you just get destroyed, I think.
You have an Alice boosting in.
Well, Alice boosting or
Ooh,
defensive shift.
defensive shift is not.
Yeah, this game is almost
That's almost over,
over.
yeah. Wow.
I think, yeah, you're going for a Hail Mary now.
Heal Voyage, maybe? Or taking it back, thinking about it.
Um, Heal Voyage has been played.
Oh, then. Then, yeah, I don't know.
What's going
Oh,
on?
is it game? Was it a
Did
resign?
Simbad concede or something?
I'm not missing anything on my end. I'm making sure I didn't not load a card or something.
I think there was a kind of bug because
Oh, did it shuffle those
no,
cards back
Alice
into the
is on
deck?
14 in deck. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't think. Oh,
Okay, yeah, they're pulling up the cards that.
yeah, no.
Yeah, okay,
Okay.
so this
I'm
was.
going to assume that some cards were put back into the deck by mistake or something.
I did see all of the discard pile from Alice get disappeared. I thought it was deleted or something. It looked like it. He accidentally put it all back into the deck. I think that's what happened. So, pulling out all the cards that were played.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Interesting. I've never seen
Yeah.
that one happen
Anyway,
before. uh, but definitely felt like it was almost a concede there. I mean, 12 health to 2. Sinbad doesn't have the heal voyage anymore.
yeah.
Voyage home?
Simbad has to kill because because skirmish is lethal. Manx on 4 is it lethal? Yes. Uh, Frabjoy stays lethal. Um, so yeah, Simbad I think has to full send and
Hope Alice doesn't have
pray
defense.
the random discards. Uh, gods probably.
I mean, yeah, what? Attack with random discard voyage. It's taken. You deal 5, discard a random. Attack again with another voyage. Doesn't matter. And, draw a voyage or something. Or ping damage voyage or something. I don't know. It's not ping damage voyage. It's already gone. The 2 is gone. Uh, yeah. And Looking Glass
Okay,
defense. Well,
well, when it rains, it pours.
you don't even heal here. You just draw and place Alice in center, don't you?
Yeah, I think so. Or I mean, if you wanna go for health differential, then you heal. No, the right place, go in center and drawing two. Uh, I don't know what the B group was trying to catch, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not really. Maybe just trying to. I mean, you'd say bait out Alice's best defense. Well, her best defense is Looking Glass. You're not really baiting anything out. Baiting out a cancel would be my other guess. But one voyage isn't going to be enough here. Maybe like baiting out the cancel into the random discard voyage. Oh, and Alice does
Yeah,
heal and
yeah, I
draw.
guess. Yeah, Ice going for the health differential play.
Oh man.
Although if Sinbad attacks again, then the health goes down unless you go for another health differential play and defend with Maximum.
Mm-hmm. Or have a feint and perfectly call out a voyage. And now, if Alice, if you have any of those lethals you mentioned, whether it's a Maxim, whether it's a skirmish, Frabjous
Yeah,
Day, you
yeah,
just maneuver boost throw it. Oh, okay, Sinbad
yeah.
boosting to.
From Joyous as well. He's lethal.
Yeah.
Sneak Snack is not lethal, but almost. I mean, you can boost with it if you have a lethal. Well, okay, yeah. Let's
Okay,
go that
boosting.
way, sure. And we have the Maxim, which, of
Oh
course,
my.
when you don't need to, just becomes an incredible 9, but
Wow.
always like that.
So
Well,
maximum
that's
health
definitely a
differential.
dead Simba. Yeah. Um,
And Hayden
5
pointing out
damage.
Alice never changed size. That was a big Alice the entire game.
Yeah, and I think that's what you do in this matchup. Um,
Wow,
quite
wow,
often,
wow.
especially because Sinbad couldn't put pressure because Porter died and didn't draw anything, and there
Yep.
was no scheme either, so he definitely didn't. Because Alice also got both looking glasses and could draw like a maniac. So.
Yeah. Wow. Well, moving on to